Greetings and welcome to what is Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Now before you leave, I know what this looks like. This is a mobile game. It is probably filled with microtransactions or ads of all sorts, and it's probably only fun for those that spend money on it. I can confidently say that that is not the case. The screen I am showing you right now, the one with Mr. Satan on it, is the only screen in the entire game that tells you that there's a real life money store within the game. And as you can see, it also tells you that you don't actually need to buy anything to have fun. And when I say that it is the only screen in the game that tells you that, I literally mean that. So let's go into the game and show you what exactly I mean by that. So let's get the elephant in the room out of the way. Let's tell you about the real money transactions, because there are. But I am going to tell you why they don't really matter in the end. So welcome to the main screen of the game. Well, let me load up the news first here, because we actually have a lot of events going on here. We've got the 70 million global download celebration. Apparently, we are getting the 7th World Tournament as well. We also got the brand new event with Bulma that we can get a lot of support items. And it's almost a 1-year countdown here, where we are getting a lot of free Dragon Stones here. As you can see, they're giving out Dragon Stones left and right, and that is one of the reasons why I can confidently tell you that you do not need to spend a single $1 on the game in order to have fun. Now, over there on the top, you will see that I am either blurring out or blocking out certain information on my account. That is because there are rumors on the internet that people on the internet are able to steal your account by knowing exactly how much money, Dragon Stones, stamina, and level you have. So that is why I'm blocking all of that out, the part of the scatter that's completely backed out. But anyway, let's talk about the real money transactions here. So as you can see, Dragon Stones are what you buy with real life money. And you're wondering, what do Dragon Stones actually do within the game? They sound relatively important. And they are. Dragon Stones are used for one of two things. First, it can completely refill your stamina bar. There is a stamina bar, however, it is pretty generous. As you go up in level, you will get more stamina. I believe, according to the internet, once you reach level 210, you get 120 stamina, and the most difficult events in the game cost 40, but those are very, very, very difficult events, but the rewards can be absolutely worth it. And the other thing you can do with stamina is over here in the middle where it says summon. Now, as you can see right now, there is an event where if you perform a multi-summon, you get an Elder Kai. An Elder Kai is just a special character whose only use is to raise the super attack of the character. I'll go there in a second. So as you can see, whoa, hello. Oh. As you can see, there are so many events going on all over the time. Right now we have the Crosses Destinies event where you can get several versions of Gohan, including that new future Gohan there, along with various versions of 17 and 18. And that is the main way the game works. If you buy, let's say, $100 worth of Dragon Stones, you could, in theory, get a lot of powerful characters. However, because you would only be starting the game at level 1, your team size is limited. So you would probably have one very good character, and then you would have to automatically fill the rest with Saibamen, which are the characters that the computer automatically fills your team with if you don't have a complete team. So, and aside from that, you also have friend summons, whose real only purpose is to provide you with characters to train your more powerful characters. But we'll go there in a second. So welcome to the team menu. This is where you manage all of your characters, train them, awaken them, check your items, and see who you can perform a Dokkan Awaken, but we'll get to that in a second. So first, team. This is where you manage all of your teams, where you have them pre-arranged so that if you need to, say, deal with an all-agility opponent, you can switch to your all-tech-up team and take them down. Now, when creating your team, so let's just go, let's say, over here and change out and create a brand new team. Now, usually what you want when creating a brand new team is a leader that will give key to either 3 key to the one color you're using. Like, say, if you're making a mono strength team, you want somebody that gives 3 key to strength, like Brawly, or like Grandpa Gohan, or let's see, like him. Or if you're lacking anybody that gives +2 key, somebody gives 2 key to that type, like, say, Super Android 17 right there. Or maybe even, let's see, are you here? No, I don't have them. But anyway, because we are making a rainbow team, how it's called, because we are running one of each kind of element, we are going to go with the best leader I have for that, which is Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Teen. And after that, we're going to go through the rest of the elements and add them in based on what we already have. Now, the best way to create a team outside of your leader skill is to make sure that they share as many links as possible. So if we go all the way back down to Gohan Teen, well, to our leader, and check what links he has, here, we will see that he has all of those. Now, all of those, we can easily get a team filled with Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, and probably Z Fighters, along with some Golden Warrior. So we are looking to fill this team with Super Saiyans and maybe some Shocking Speed. Mostly because Shocking Speed gives +2 ki right there. Now, I believe, let's see, this one is Golden Warrior also gives him +1, so if we join him up with a Super Saiyan that also has Shocking Speed, they'll get +3 ki to each other, along with the 2 that he's already given due to leader skill. So that is what we're going to do. So let's go all the way back up to our agility characters and see who do we have. Now, it is easy to spot a Super Saiyan because you're mostly looking for the yellow hair. Now, unfortunately, in my agility characters, I only have 2 Super Saiyans. We've got this Goten right here. Now, he does have Super Saiyan and Golden Warrior, and Kamehameha, which our leader also has. Unfortunately, his stats aren't particularly great. However, he does have a high chance of giving himself +3 ki. Now, we also have this Super Saiyan Bardock here, Saiyan Warrior Race Super Saiyan, but that is it. He only has 2 link skills right there. And neither of them have Shocking Speed. So what about our Kaioken Goku here? Let's see, we do have Shocking Speed and Kamehameha and Saiyan lineage and all in the family. So he is a great candidate to put there as our agility character. Now for tech, our choice here is a relatively obvious one. We only have 1 Super Saiyan character within our tech team that is within the ultra rare tier, and that is this Goku right here. It should be obvious. Now, the reason I can put these 2 Gokus within the team is because they have different names. This one is Super Saiyan Goku, and in quotation marks, in parentheses, Angel, and the other is Kaioken Goku. Now, as long as the names are different, you can have an entire team filled with 1 character. So, as we can see here, he has Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Saiyan Warrior Race, all in the family. So yeah, this guy has some great links to meet up with our leader, so we are adding him into the team. And now, Intellect. Now here we have clearly 3 Super Saiyans available to us. We have this Gohan right here. Let's see, Super Saiyan, Warrior Race, Golden Warrior, and Kamehameha. So he's probably going to be our choice to fill up that slot. However, we do also have this Trunks here. However, the only link he shares is Golden Warrior and Super Saiyan. And lastly, we have this one right here. Let's see, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, and on the family. That is a very good set of skills because he pretty much shares all of them with almost all Super Saiyans we are going to have on our team. And not only that, he has a maxed out super attack that we can see right there, even if it only is huge damage. However, links are generally better than rarity, so let's add him in. And now, Strength. Now, we don't really have any Goku or Gohan Super Saiyans here, which is going to be a problem for us. However, we do have somebody that has the Shocking Speed keyword here, and that is Beerus here. Not only that, he is an ultra rare whose passive is actually extremely powerful because he has a high chance of increasing his attack by 150%. His only downside is his defense. It's pathetic. However, he does have Shocking Speed, so I think we are going to add him there. Now we could add in our Super Vegeta or Super Trunks. They're both also decent options. However, I think the only thing they will share is Golden Warrior. Yep, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, and Soul vs. Soul. So he's a good candidate. What about Super Trunks here? Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan. Now, just based on links alone, we are going to add in the Vegeta. Now, we have one last slot to fill in. So who are we going to add? Let's see. Who can we add that would make this team work even better? We could add in that Gohan, which I think is what we're going to do. We could add in that Goten. Yeah, let's add in this Gohan. And we have now made a Rainbow team that is actually very decent, just based on the links that they all share. And that is really how you make your favorite teams. So as you can see, I have a great variety of teams over here. This is the team I am using to clear the current event that I'm trying to farm right now. This is an all agility team. The Vegeta that I have as a leader right there, you can actually get from a strike event. He's relatively easy to get, although drop rates are very low. This is my Dragon Ball Saga team. This is the team I use for the World Tournament. And it sounds weird, but this team does a lot better than any other team I have made so far in the World Tournament when I decide to dedicate myself to it. And over here, apparently this is some strange team that I have no idea. But anyway, back to the menu. So aside from creating your team there, you can actually sell your characters. Now you're wondering, why would I want to sell some characters? Well, sometimes you get things like this down here. Those statues of Mr. Satan their only use is to sell them, but they give a crap load of money. As you can see, that one, which is super rare, gives me 500,000 zenny. So we are going to sell it. Yes, goodbye to you. And that is all she wrote. Now another thing you can do is sell off some characters that you have extras of. For example, I have this Future Gohan extra right there. But unfortunately, they don't really give that much. As you can see, it's only worth 4,000. So it's really not worth selling off characters. What we can do with that Gohan is use him as training bait for somebody else. So if we come over here, we are going to select somebody that we want to train. So let's grab, where are you? Here. So this is a Trunks that we have available to us during this event. And I still need 2 more to max out his attack, but I can probably get those later. So let's say I want to get, he is only missing 1 level, so what can we do? Let's see, any characters that I do not have locked because I don't care about them. Oh, hello! Apparently we are only missing 1 Trunks here. So as you can see, by adding in a character with the exact same name as the one you are training, you are guaranteed to increase their super attack by +1. And you're also guaranteed super success when they transfer their experience over. Now, the best way to train characters that you can farm, or as that means is that you can constantly get multiple copies of them, as in strike characters and the like, is by adding them onto another one and they increase their level to 11, and then when you feed that one that is now level 11 to a level 1, that level 1 will go all the way up to level 20 something, and so on and so forth. So anyway, off to train, because we gained the last level we are missing here. Here we go. Fancy animation that you can skip if you don't want to see it. He smacks himself a little bit, like fighting a mirror. And big success, because it was the exact same character. And he is now max level, and he has 9 out of 10 levels in his super attack. However, we are not done yet. Now, another thing we could do with him, now that he is max level, is awaken him. So let's get out of the training menu and head on over to the awaken menu. Let's go find that Trunks. Where are you? Let's see. Here he is. Now, what awakening means is that he transcends his rarity and jumps up to the next rarity tier. So he is going to go from super rare to a super rare. This is also going to increase his max level by 20 levels. So instead of maxing out at level 60, he is going to max out at level 80. Now this will also mean that his stats are going to increase. By how much? Not really much. Usually only by an extra 8 to 1,000, depending. So it's really not useful in some cases. However, you want to awaken them because awakened characters deal more damage to non-awakened characters. And when you are facing off against Dokkan events where the bosses are all awakened, you will need to have your characters awakened, or you are going to get your butt handed to you in a lot of ways. So, as you can see, I have more than enough medals to start training them. Now, as you can see, the medals that I have least of, that after this event, are going to be the Master Shen medals. These are the silver, I believe, capsules that we see in the level. But anyway, we have more than enough, so let's train them. And the awaken. Fancy animation right here. Fancy. And tap it one last time, and he gets a fancy new background. Yay! So as you can see, his attack went up by around 1,000. His defense by not so much. Defense is generally the lowest stat all characters have, and his HP also went up. Now, because he gained 20 extra levels that are not trained, we could go back over here to the training area and train him yet again. However, by training him, we would only gain an extra 8 to 1,000 attack, and it really isn't that much, if at all. So we are pretty much done with Awakening. Aside from that, we also have the ability to manage our items, and to check what we have. We can check the Awakening medals we have, and how many we have of those. So let's see how we have. So the ones that are hardest to get are the silver ones, which are Master Shen, Master Roshi, Mutaito, and Grandpa Gohan. Now, the nice thing about the Great Kai medals is that they all sell for about 1,000 Baba points. No, 100 Baba points, but I'll go to that in a little minute. So aside from that, we also have our character list. Here you can easily see all the characters and what they do and their links without having to keep them pressed for about a second. And lastly, we have the Dokkan Awaken menu. Now this is a small guide to tell you what characters have a Dokkan Awaken available to them. Now, like I said before, Dokkan Awaken means that they sometimes transform into completely different cards. So for example, as you can see, pretty much every Frieza in the game transforms into a Golden Frieza. That right there is the most powerful Golden Frieza right there. It requires 10 medals from his event, but beating him was a near impossibility for me, and I don't even have that Frieza at all. I do, however, have this one, but I wasn't able to beat him. As you can see, I have one of them, and he's awakened, but I don't have the medals to do that. Now, one of the more fun awakenings here, as you can see, is that you can turn Chi-Chi into her younger self, into the whole pink bikini armor deal, and she's actually a very decent character in that respect. And as you can see, her rarity goes from rare to super super rare. And that can mean a big difference when trying to build up some attack or defenses. And as you can see, a lot of characters have Dokkan Awakens. Goku has it. Goku Super Saiyan 3 has two of them, one for each card. Krillin can turn into his younger self as well. That is the Trunks right there that we already have, that have already awakened with max super attack. This right here is the Goku that turns into Super Saiyan Goku, and he is actually very easily farmable. And so on and so forth. And this Cell right here, he is by far the most powerful character for a team designed to take down bosses, but I'll get to that in some other video. So yes, this is the Dokkan Awaken menu. It's very useful, but that is it. So now, onto the summoning. So welcome to the summoning menu. Now here is where you get to spend all your precious dragon stones in trying to get the characters you want and some of the most powerful characters in the game. Now currently we have this bonus that if we do a multi-summon which costs 50 dragon stones, we get an Elder Kai. Now those Elder Kais with the dance, his only use in the game is because he guarantees that whoever uses him as a training material raises their super attack by 1 for each Elder Kai you use. I, however, have no intention of doing that. However, for the sake of this demonstration, let's do a single summon and see what we get, shall we? Now, do I want that one or do I want to try and get something from this one? I do not know. The nice thing is you can see what some of the most sought after characters are by clicking on the little scatter right there. Now this Gohan does supreme damage, which is the second highest damage type in the game. Let's see, he also gets 30% attack at the start of turn, which unfortunately is really not that much. Unless we turn, because that's without being awakened. This Goku has a Dokkan, I believe. So he's someone I could definitely use. I don't have this Vegeta, but he is only extreme damage and his leader skill isn't particularly good. I could get another Kaioken Goku, but that would only increase the damage by 10%. Now this one I believe also has a Dokkan Awakening, so it wouldn't be that bad. And his passive is also very useful because he gives 2 ki to somebody. Now this Vegeta is also very useful because 2 ki to 3 different types and attack with 60% with 7% or more, with 7 or more ki, and supreme damage, so he's definitely nice. This Whis I'm not particularly fond of, and Golden Frieza, supreme damage, they're okay. But let's see what we have over here. Let's see. So attack plus 60% when HP is 80% or below, and huge attack boost causes huge damage. Interesting. His leader skill isn't particularly good, so he's definitely not a leader. So this is the new 17. Changes tech and physical ki to physical ki. Oh, and attack plus 20%. That's interesting. And he does extreme damage. Same with this 18. So they switch. So they change the key colors. This is the ultimate Gohan I have as a leader. He's very decent, 2 ki to everybody. And Alice attack plus 2000 with when his ki is 5 or more. So very useful. This Super Trunks, I'm on the fence of, honestly. But the passive skill that says weaken regeneration, that's actually useful for trying to defeat Cell and get his Dokkan Awaken medal to awaken some of the characters. Now this 17 I already have, and this 18 I don't, so who do we actually want more? I say we try and get this Gohan. We're only going to waste 5 Dragon Stones, but here we go. Yes, waste 5 Dragon Stones, thank you very much. And here we go. Now this is the summoning screen, very fancy. Now let's hope we get something. Looks like we're not getting... Oh, yes we are! Super Saiyan! That means we are getting at least something. Oh, super rare guaranteed. Let's see what we get with a small chance of super rare. What do we get? What do we get? Oh well, I already have this Goku. Let's see, tech type attack plus 30%, only huge damage, which is unfortunate. And what else do you do? Attack plus 40% when key is 8 or more. That's actually not too bad. Now, he is a duplicate, so I'm going to feed him off to the Goku I already have of that one. So let's go over here to training. He was tech, I believe. Yep. No. I said to go over here. Let's see, here we go. Here's the one I already have. Oh, and now we're going to feed this new one to him. And his super attack is going to go up by 1 to 2, so yay. But really, that is all there is to the summoning. The only difference there is how many Dragon Stones that you want to burn on summoning, trying to get somebody. But don't wait too long. During the 8th of January, Super Gogeta is going to be available as a rare summon, so we are going to be burning a lot of Dragon Stones during that event. And really, that is all there is of it. Well, all there is to say about the summoning. So, all that's left to do is really to go into the gameplay. Okay, so now onto the gameplay of the actual game, which is the meat of the game. So, as you can see here, there is a basic storyline, and there are 3 difficulty levels for basically every mission in the game. Now, after beating every single mission in any difficulty, you get 1 Dragon Stone. So, from every mission, you will always get at 3 Dragon Stones once you're able to beat them on Z hard. And just from here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just from that one mission, from this one scenario, you can get 24 Dragon Stones. That is half a multi-summon. So going through the story is a great way to get Dragon Stones if you're a new player. However, that will only get you so far until we get more story. Now here is the real meat, the events. Now currently we have the event of Future Trunks against the androids, right here. Now during this event, we have a chance to get 2/3 cards. The first is that Gohan Future card, which is decent. And the second is the smaller Trunks we trained and awakened over there in the other part of the video. Now, I already have the completely awakened and Dokkan awakened version at Super Attack 10, and I am only missing 1 Trunks of the normal version to complete his super attack. So that is what we are going to try and get right now. Now, he drops here in Last Hope, or Lost Hope, on Z-Hard. Now, whenever an event has a chance of dropping a character, usually doing it on Z-Hard has a higher chance of dropping the character that drops. However, in this event, you got 1 copy of the character for each difficulty you cleared of that one mission, so you were at least guaranteed 1 version of the card. Now, because I know what we are facing against, we are looking for a Brawly, or somebody that gives 3 key, no, that's a non-awake, oh, here we go, an awakened Brawly. This little person right here, somebody who you could technically consider the most powerful villain ever to be faced in Dragon Ball Z. His leader skill, when he is Transcended Awakened, as you can see, he is level 120. He's one of very few cards that actually reach that level. He gives strength type characters plus 3 key, and then everybody gets an extra 3000 attack. So that makes him very useful. So let's see. There's him. So yeah, we are going to go in with him. And this is the team I'm going to use for this event, or that I'm actually using. It is mostly strength with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Teen as a leader for his 2 key to everybody. However, we are bringing along him and another physical damage hitter, which oddly enough is another Gohan, because 18 is an intellect character who is weak against physical, but I'll explain that once we get in. Now, before you go in, you can actually change the items you go in with. As you can see, there is a great amount of items available in the game. However, the most important ones are that Fruit from the Tree of Might right there, Baba right there, old King Yenma right over there, Ghost Usher, Mr. Satan Shoe, healing items, Senzu Beans, Dendays. All of those are very useful items, but I am already set. So off to adventure we go, in an attempt to get the last Trunks future we want. And here we are. So let me explain the map relatively quickly. Those red, ominous looking squares right there, yeah, those will do damage to you if you land on them. Now, as you can see, we have a capsule right there. That is just a normal rarity training item capsule. So that's going to have a a basic level training item. These mysterious squares right there can pretty much give you anything from a regular white rarity capsule to up to 5 key. You can also get Zenny. This is a bronze level support item, very useful. And purple is awakening medals. This is a bronze level awakening medal. Let's see, any key? Unfortunately, we did not get any key squares this time. So we are going to have to skip over through most of this and just get to the boss without much. Unless this mysterious square gives us some key, we are not going to have much. And no, we got basically nothing. So let's try to grab this. Get us some extra support items. Let's get us this final awakening medal. Now, you will not know what you have gotten until you beat the entire level. So, off to the boss battle. Now, at the end of generally almost every level, there is a boss battle. And you cannot skip that boss battle. You will always be stopped at it. Oh ho, here we go. Now, unfortunately, we do not have somebody to take on 17 because we ran out of physical character. However, we did get Brawly, and we did get Vegeta and Trunks, who have plenty of links between them, and everybody has a very decent amount of ki. So very nice. Now, let's see. Now, the good thing about Brawly is that before he attacks, he has a very decent defense. However, as you can see by his passive right there, after he attacks, his defense goes down to 0, but he gains 7,000 attack. So by himself alone, he is going to be at the 20-something, if not more attack. Now, lucky for us, he has a chance of Now, unfortunately, because of that, what I just said, he needs to be at the very end. Because if we don't, number 18 is going to deal full damage to him, and we don't want that. Now, between Vegeta and Trunks, Trunks has more defense, so he is going to take on 17. Now, let's see, we can guarantee some super attacks here. So let's have Trunks attack levels, let's see, 17. Let's have Vegeta attack 18. And let's have Brawly finish off both of them. Now, the most powerful thing about this Brawly right here is that his super attack, once you transcend him into a level 120, is that the super attack will hit all the opposing team. That is extremely powerful, especially during the World Tournament where it is a 6 versus 6 event, and you want to eliminate the opposing team as fast as possible. Okay, good. Here comes a 17 super attack. Because we are strong against the type he is, we were able to block. Here comes Brawly, finish him off both of them with his super attack that will hit both of them. There we go. And there we go, and scenario completed. Now here comes the crucial part. Did we get the character we wanted? Yes! We actually got a spare one! Okay, we have a Trunks that we have no use for, unfortunately. But yes, because of our proper preparation, and we came in with a proper team, and because we got a decent friend in with us, we were able to beat that level without having to use any items. However, we were left at 4,000 health. So yeah, that could have been close. And now time for our rewards. We get Zenny, we get experience, and there is what we got. A Grandpa Gohan medal, which is among the rare medals, even though they are not supposed to be rare, because you use up so many of them, they become super rare, technically. And 2 copies of the Trunks we already have. And, let's see, do you have enough friends? Yes, he is full on friends, so, yeah. And that you just saw is gameplay in a nutshell. That is what you're going to be doing pretty much all the time when you're playing the game. Going after the characters you want, trying to get the characters you need, and hopefully surviving the attacks of your enemies, especially on Z hard because they start hitting like trucks. And that, as they say, is that. That is Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Hopefully you find this video particularly useful, as you've seen at the top of the video covering up most of my stats. That right there is my friend ID number. So if you head on over to the home screen and then head on over to your friends here and go to friends search, if you type in that number on top, you will send me a direct friend request to add me as your friend. Now the reason you may want to do this is because if you are starting at level 1, you are only going to get friend recommendations of people that are around your level. So you're only going to get people with very low characters and the such. And if you want to make it slightly easier on yourself, you can ask for your friends who are super high level like myself, I'm not really that high level though, to send the characters over to you. And hello! Somebody with the Nuking Cell wants to be my friend. Now this is the Nuking Cell because his passive says attack and defense plus 7% for every key sphere obtained. Now this combined with 4 different items that allow you to change the entire sphere grid into one color, make it so that he does a tremendous amount of damage, especially since he also does supreme damage. So yes, I will accept you as my friend, good sir. And yes, we got him! Excellent! Now thanks to that, I now have access to a Nuking Cell if he happens to show up on my friend list. And yes, that, as they say, is that. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time for more of whatever shows up on the channel. Later.